we have the polyurethane insert in, and it fits perfect. Intercooler, boost pipe, full charge pipe, upper and lower, is there's no way. Oh man,
Perfect.
If you're new here, welcome to the AutoLess YouTube channel. If you're already an AutoLess family member, thank you. And what's swinging, gang? I told you guys, it's Olivia's time. If you're used to watching the channel, you know I have the world's most highly modified, soon to be the world's most powerful, quickest, and fastest BMW full-size SUV in European history. There she sits right behind me on the wall. But today, it's not about Sasha, it's about Olivia, my LCI 7 Series LI, big long girl. She's getting some power upgrades, and I mean serious ones. Let me show you what we got. Straight into the performance department, and we're not leaving until she's all the way ready. And here we have a huge front mount intercooler. This front mount intercooler is around 3 times the size of the factory cooler. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when I pull the old cooler out and show you them side by side. Boom. We're also upgrading the lower charge pipe, which is very taboo, you know, to see a upgraded lower charge pipe on the BMW N55. As you can see, she already has an upgraded upper charge pipe, and this pipe connects to the intercooler, and then to the well, this lower charge pipe connects to the intercooler and then to the upper charge pipe. That makes everything aluminum in the boost track. And we also have an upgraded boost pipe, which I'm going to show you here. And this is the upgraded boost pipe. You know, and that gets rid of any type of silicone, well, any type of rubber or plastic out of the entire charge track, meaning, you know, you can turn the boost up beyond what you could before. We also have a upgraded turbo inlet made by MST, but we're not going to be installing this turbo inlet today because her turbo isn't here yet. Yes, Olivia will be getting the upgraded turbo, hence the reason I bought this turbo inlet, you know, so stay tuned for that. But we will be installing these things today, and like I told you guys on the last video, she already has boot mod tuning software on the computer. It's just not turned on. So once we install this stuff, we can turn it up and see exactly what it does to a rear wheel drive only 740 Li. So let's get these parts installed.
A few moments later.
We got the car up in the air, and as you can see, this is the factory intercooler. Once this little plastic tray is removed, the factory intercooler sits right up in there, and it's just one screw on this side. Sorry, let me turn my headlamp off so you guys can see. All right, there we go. It's one screw on this side holding the tray and one screw on that side holding the tray. And as you can see, man, this intercooler is super greasy. Like, and then let me see if I can show you guys how much oil gets pushed through. Like, look at that. That's how much oil gets pushed through the turbo track. That is ridiculous. Like, that boost pipe there is like full of oil. Like, let me get it in there. Look at that. That's ridiculous. That is what your car is sucking in, man. That's crazy. We got to get that down. So I'm going to drop this tray and pull the intercooler down. All right, the intercooler is out, and look how much trash, I mean butterflies and all type of crazy stuff popped out of there. That's how much trash popped from out of here, man. Like, if you do change your intercooler, man, make sure you clean it very well once you get it out. Especially back here, the radiator had so much crap stuck in front of it, man. It's like, it's crazy. The condenser and the radiator just had so much crap on it. So I'm glad I got a chance to clean that out. But what I want to show you now is, this is the factory intercooler, and as you can see, a bunch of oil has been going through there for a long time. You can see it's still wet right here. And I'm sure if I show you inside, which is hard to see in there, but it's definitely a lot of oil caked up in both of these sides. But I want you to see the size difference. This new one is thicker, taller, it's just bigger, you know, all around the board. So this should, you know, get me more performance before the car starts to heat soak, you know, for a longer period of time. So we're gonna pop this new one up and then change that boost pipe and that lower charge pipe out. Guys, this is so bad. Look at this lower charge pipe. And I just installed this upper charge pipe literally 2 months ago, and look at it already. And look at what's sitting right at my throttle body. This how bad this is. I'm gonna have to clean this up before I put it back on. That's how much oil, that's just how bad the PCV system isn't doing its job. And people say, oh, well, I don't need an oil catch can. My car isn't modified. This one isn't tuned either. This is stock tuned. And look how much oil is blowing in there, man. And they wonder why these cars are, the valves are so bad and crusted up, which when I take the intake off to change the high pressure fuel pump, I will be cleaning the intake valves because it's nasty. And I know it's, if the charge pipe, lower, upper looks like this, I can just imagine how bad the intake, the valves look. It's almost, I don't even know how to, let me flip this camera around. Gang, I don't even know how to feel about how much oil is in this intake and turbo track. It's ridiculous. Shame on you, BMW. All the money y'all got, y'all can't build a better PCV system than that. I mean, that's crazy. Let's finish getting this stuff out, man. I want to see what the boost pipe looks like now. All right, we got the 2-piece boost pipe in, and the old boost pipe, I mean, it was exactly what you would expect. Full of oil. Crazy. Crazy. So I'm glad that's off. The old lower charge pipe and boost pipe is crazy full of oil. So this thing should be extremely clean all the way through. It should be very, very clean. See, I got the lower charge pipe where it is right here. Got it sticking through, ready to put it in. And got that there. This is just loose. You know, I made sure only to tighten one clamp just to hold a coupler up until I can, you know, finagle the intercooler in there, because the intercooler is made for this car, but it's not easy getting it up. You know, you gotta like push it up a little bit, you know, make a little room, especially with the fan in. I should have took the fan out, but I didn't. I might take it out, but it's you know, way too much work taking the fan out. So I'm gonna try to pop it in with the fan still in. Let's see how that goes.
2,000 years later.
So we tried to put it in without taking the fan out, and it wasn't going good. We could have made it fit, forced it, but I mean, I was already scratching the new intercooler up, so I just popped the fan out. I mean, if you know BMWs, it's super easy to pop the fan out. You just take that top brace off right there, and boom, the fan comes right out. But now you can see the boost pipe, the entire boost pipe, super easy. The charge pipe is just sitting there, super easy. Taking the fan out is definitely the win. But when I did it on the F15 X5, I left the fan in. It was a lot harder to do, but I was in a garage, so I didn't want to do too much, so I just forced it in and it popped right in. But now I should be able to get that intercooler right up. Surgery was a success. We got the boost pipe in. As you can see, it's all tightened down, the 2-piece boost pipe. The boost pipe is easy to put in. You just want to connect it to the turbo outlet first, slip the coupler on, and then slide this other piece on with this bottom T-bolt clamp loose until you get the actual intercooler in, and it'll slip in on its own, and then you tighten it down. And we have this side We got the charge pipe in and clipped on. The lower charge pipe, you could just connect that right on when you put it in, and you will use the stock C clamps on both ends. So now I'm gonna drop it down, and for some strange reason it didn't come with brackets. The little L bracket that goes from the side of the intercooler up to this plastic shroud right there, which I mean it's not moving anyways because it's stuck directly to the charge pipe and the boost pipe, so it's not gonna move. But I think I'm gonna put some little brackets on there anyways, just to, you know, give it a little more rigidity, just in case, you know, anything could happen, jump a bump, hit a pothole, or anything. All right, everything all put back together. As you can see, we got the charge pipe there. You can't even see the lower charge pipe now because the intake is covering it. Unless I get it at this angle, then you can see the lower aluminum charge pipe there. The boost pipe is pretty much non-existent unless you get it right at that angle where you can see it right down there in the corner. Yep, so now I'm finna pop it back up in the air, make sure everything look good, and I'm gonna do this little mod while I'm under there. And this is for the differential bushing, the big one. You know, it's two little ones and one big one. You just slide the bolt out, slide this in, and bolt it back up, and this will help, you know, that play in the rear end, because that's where all the power, you know, goes to. It goes to the rear end. So if your rear end got slop in it, you leaving power on the table. So, and this is, I think this is a 95A 3D printed silicone, I mean not silicone, polyurethane. So let's pop this baby in. I wanted to install the turbo inlet as well, but I'm just gonna wait until I do the turbo upgrade for that, you know, do it all at one time. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, I guarantee you can see it. See, it's cracked there all the way through. So, you know, it definitely has some type of slop and play going on. So I'm gonna pull this bolt out. The diff is being held up by a screw jack so it doesn't drop, and I'm gonna slide that bushing in, upgrade bushing insert, and put the bolt back in. We have the polyurethane insert in, and it fits perfect and snug. So I'm gonna leave a link down in the description for that, and it was only $15. So I mean, you can't beat that. And I also, if you guys remember me telling you that I wanted to make some custom brackets for the intercooler, so I got those made, as you can see, out of some aluminum, and man, it's not going anywhere. And I just used M6 by 1.5 bolt on the bottom, and then the factory bolt on the top on both sides here. And I eyeballed the actual holes, and as you can see, they were perfect on both brackets. So I'm just gonna pop the shield back up and, you know, go from there. But man, it looks great. It looks gorgeous. You know, boost pipe, everything is nice. I mean, look at that. Look at that boost pipe, man. That is a huge upgrade. And then the lower and upper charge pipe is all aluminum. But the best thing about this whole system, besides just, you know, everything being new, upgraded intercooler, boost pipe, full charge pipe, upper and lower, is there's no way for this system now to get covered in oil. As you remember how the factory system was. You know, that's the boost pipe and lower charge pipe. That's horrible. right, so we got in Sport Plus and Sport Transmission. So let's see exactly what she does now.